Hey everybody, 5th Horseman here, playing more Kerbal Space Program, and we're back in the Science Archives. I last left you, I was worried about running out of hard drive space. It really wasn't a concern, but I figured I'd stop, so I'm starting a new episode now. We had 95 science going into the entry into Jewel, and just the Laythe lander got us up to 157. So I'm kind of excited about doing the next stuff, and the next stuff is the Tylo lander is at Periapsis, so we're going to jump to him. Check out what he has going for him. Here he is. He's facing the sun. Oh, there's Jewel in all its splendor. There's Laythe, where we have successfully landed. Pretty frickin' cool. Now what we're doing here, though, is we're waiting until he's at Periapsis. This is our Tylo lander, so we need to find Tylo. He's right there. And we need to set him as a target. Now, when we're here, he's going to be there, which really doesn't do us much good. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a maneuver here to get an encounter. There we go. That was pretty easy. Let's look at our encounter here. We want to not burn quite as much retrograde. Is that true? There we go. This is going to bring us in here. This is the escapes. So yeah, we're going to come in here, go around the back, which is what you like to do. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a Periapsis here. And this is going to be a landing. So when we get to this Periapsis, we are going to want to burn again. So let's go ahead. And we don't care about our Periapsis. This is kind of odd because I was expecting... Oh, you know what? I upgraded Kerbal Alarm Clock and I forgot to upgrade my settings. I copied over my files, but I forgot to copy the settings files. Auto recalc. Detect and add alarms for sphere of influence changes. Specifics 2. Maneuver nodes. We want to do a 3-minute... Okay, so at least it remembered that. We want to pause the game. We want to pause the game here. Visibility is fine. About is fine. I know you guys love watching me configure my stuff. This is all good. Delete alarm on close is a default. Okay. So now we've got our Tylo lander in 4 hours and 27 minutes. Yes, I have upgraded all of my mods, so hopefully everything's up to date now. But yeah, so let's go ahead and aim ourselves at this maneuver node. It's not far enough away from our current facing to think that we're out of the sun, but might as well be sure. Yeah, we're fine. And go ahead and just fast forward to it. Watching Jewel go by. The dance of all the planets. And we're 3 minutes away. How long is this burn? 39 seconds. That's like a nothing burn. Oh, I was like, where's my engineer? He was hiding. Yeah, we've got... yeah, that's going to be a nothing burn. It's not even 10% of our stuff, so it's not even going to be 10% of our time. Which I can totally do that math in my head. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to wait till we're about 10 seconds away and burn. Yeah, I think we can just zoom right into Tylo here. And when we're 10 seconds away, do the burn and then fiddle with it when the time comes. I'd be surprised if it was a 10-second burn, to be honest with you. Oh. There we go, yeah, it's a 2-second burn, so let's wait a little bit before we do it. Not that it matters that much. Let's just do it now. Wow, that is the best ending of a burn I've ever done. You know what, I'm just going to leave it at that. That's perfectly fine. Okay, let's kill this maneuver node. Now we don't care about this guy until we're in his sphere of influence. Let's go ahead and turn off the Kethane grid. We don't care about Kethane currently. We don't have any miners to to go out there and do that. So he's fine. The next thing we're going to do is our Vallander. So let's jump to him. Okay, Vall. We're getting close. I think, is that Vall? I don't even know. Yep, that's Tylo. That's funny. Our Vallander is really close to Tylo. But our Vallander is waiting until his maneuver node here, which looks like it's going to do something. Get us a Vall encounter. Yeah, this is going to get us a Vall encounter. So where's Vall? There he is. So let's do the same thing. Actually, let's go ahead and do the same thing we did before, which is find Jewel. There he is. Actually, let's go ahead and get aimed at the maneuver node. Not that it matters that much. Actually, no. The maneuver node's too far away. I would have been aimed at it. Okay, the Vallander. Let's go ahead and close the alarm. Now let's get aimed at the maneuver node. We should have enough charge to last 3 minutes, that's for sure. And we're basically going to do the same thing, only this one's a 6.2 meter per second burn. I don't know if I've activated his engine yet. Looks like I have. Yeah, he has a little bit less fuel than he should if he had a full engine. So this is his second maneuver node. So let's go ahead and just do this, and we will wait until we're about a second away. And then we'll do this burn. Oh, I burned too much, which is kind of weird because we still have 3.3 meters per second. Oh, I'm past it, 3.3 meters per second. So we're going to just burn back. That's fine. Okay. That works for me. Oh. We'll worry about getting close and everything once the time comes. So now back to the Vallander. Oh, that is this guy. That's the same guy. So I guess we'll worry about it now. Let's go ahead and fast forward here. We're in free mode. Where's Jewel? There he is. It's a day away. Whoa, here we go. Oh, here comes Vall. Luckily, I didn't screw up and not be aimed at the sun. So all we care about is going prograde or retrograde. When we get to here, we are going to burn like nya. We might actually just come down to land. No sense getting all crazy and trying to be sly and everything. We'll just bring this down right over the surface. And then what we're going to do is when we get here, we're just going to kind of retrograde burn ourselves and just land. It doesn't really matter where we land. This bluish area seems perfectly fine to me. Okay, let's do it. Let's make sure that being aimed at this maneuver node will keep me in the sun. It looks like it will. Oh yeah, easily. And let's go ahead and hit F5, just in case anything catastrophic happens. 526 meters per second, though. 38-second burn. So we got to start about 20 seconds beforehand. Okay, we're going to lose our sunlight, but that's not going to be a big deal. Actually, we're not even going to lose our sunlight. 20 seconds beforehand, we're going to do this burn. Pretty much perfect. And what this is going to do is this is going to bring our... Don't even need the maneuver node anymore. We're going to wait until our periapsis is just over the surface. Yeah, these guys should be over-engineered for their task. They should have more fuel than we need to do the job. I don't know what a good periapsis is, so I'm going to watch more of the... Seems fairly good. I can do better, though. And that looks good. Don't want to get too crazy. Okay. Gonna hit F5 again. Okay, we've got a day before anything else that we care about, so this whole thing's gonna happen right here, right now. There is no other place I'd rather be. To completely kill his velocity, we need 1,000 meters per second, which we've got in spades. And we also need 1 minute and 7 seconds, which is pretty easy to do. So we're just gonna do that burn about maybe 20 seconds before this maneuver node. Let's go ahead and get ourselves aimed in the right direction, and then make sure we've got sunlight in that direction. Looks like we're going to. It's kind of close to being no sun, but we do have a full charge, so therefore this guy's got to be getting some sunlight. Yep. As long as he's getting a little bit, I'm happy with that. Okay, there's our target. And we've got an alarm. It's an hour from now. Let's go ahead and watch the sun set and rise, and this might end up being our screenshot here. Oh, come on, get the time warp thing out of the way. Okay. Might not be the best screenshot ever. I'll probably wait maybe till we're closer to the surface. But we're coming down. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, close the alarm and unpause. Let's get our landing gear out. We are 1 minute from... It looks like we're going to aim for this blue lake here, which is perfectly fine by me. We can't accelerate anymore, so we're going to go into physics acceleration. Yeah, I think we're going to aim right for this blue area. I have no idea if it's good or not. But we're pretty much at periapsis. Yeah, I'm going to turn the warp off, and we're just going to burn. I'm going to kill my maneuver node. Just going to do this by eye. Yeah, are we off-centered or something? Feels like we're off-centered, but we're not. Looks like we're not landed in that blue, but oh well. We could actually move if we wanted to. We're going to have so much fuel. Yeah, we'll be fine right there. I'm going to do the fairly inefficient kill all your velocity and then drop procedure. Basically dropping straight down now at 40 meters per second. We just missed that lake. That lake's too far over there. Yeah, I mean, this lander was kind of made for landing on uneven surfaces. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn him so he's like this, because it looks like the slope's going this way, just based on the fact that this is a different color. So I'm going to assume that that's correct, and we're going to drop like this, and then that way he's landing long ways, and I'll be able to fix that when we get down there if I need to. Surface is the most important thing here. I don't really care about anything except for my altitude over the terrain, which is 4,000 meters, aka 4 kilometers. When we get to about 3 here, I'm going to crank up the speed here, because I don't want to be going too fast. I've got the fuel. to do this slowly. So I might as well use it, because this probe has no use whatsoever once we take these readings. So no sense coming down too fast. I mean, he has so much fuel left, I could consider the possibility of bringing him back to Kerbin once we reopen the Space Center. Although, I would rather just have the data. And not to mention the fact that he has no parachute on him, so he really can't come back. Okay, we are 500 meters away, and I just killed our velocity completely, which is no good. $400 meters. 300 meters. 200 meters. We're slowing down, which is what I want to do. Oh, there's our shadow, so we don't really need to care about the meters anymore. I think I want to turn a little bit. Yeah, I think this is perfect right here. Yeah, not as controllable as I would like, to be honest. Would have liked another reaction wheel, perhaps. Perfect, though. Very nice landing. Oh, and look at all. Oh, look at all those. Can't resist a good screenshot. Okay, well, we're safe and sound on the ground. We have one experiment to do. So let's observe the materials bay. Let's see what it says. 60 science. Let's go ahead and transmit it. I am fully aware that it will ruin the data for all time. Nicely done, though. Transmitting the data. Yeah, I can't believe I don't have enough electric charge to transmit the data. I probably should have planned that ahead. Because the same thing happened on Vall. As soon as it gets up to 10, though, should be 100%. There we go. I have no idea how much it actually transmitted, but I'm assuming it transmitted how much it said it would. So, okay, we're done. Good job, guy. You can now sit here forever. And let's check out our pole lander, which has a day to go before his maneuver node. Okay, here we are. Oh, we're way out there. Look at that. Look how far away from Jewel we are. Let's see what things look like for him. Okay, he does have a ways to go before his maneuver node. But his maneuver node is going to give him an encounter with Pole, which is pretty cool. And it's a day and 4 hours away. So let's go ahead and... Whoa. Look for... There's... Crank up time quite a bit. Watch the Julian system from afar. Oh, here we come on our maneuver node. That's a cool looking picture too. Okay, close the alarm and unpause. How are we doing? We're basically at the maneuver node and things are so far away it probably doesn't matter that much. But, oh no, this is the maneuver that gets me the maneuver. This is the one I think that if I had read it, it would have said, make sure that maneuver's there later. And the good news is it is. But we have to kind of hit this perfectly. So I think I'm gonna go for it, hitting it perfectly. I'm gonna wait until we're at about a couple seconds. And we're just gonna go very lightly on the engines. 0 meters per second. Okay, let's kill this maneuver node. Let's actually... Did I just kill that maneuver node? Wait. Paul Lander, 19 days away. Restore the maneuver node. Ha ha ha! And that maneuver node still gets us an encounter with Paul, which is awesome. So yeah, we'll take it. Good job. Good job. Okay, so the pole lander, bop lander, the Tylo lander. Why is... Oh, because I just landed on Vall, not Tylo. Let's go ahead and jump to the Tylo lander. Oh, is that Tylo? No, that's not Tylo. That is Tylo. Okay, sweet. So we're going to be approaching Tylo this whole time, and then we're going to have our periapsis. So sweet. Let's go ahead and watch this. This will be fun. The dance of the Julian system. And sphere of influence change. Okay, now we should probably... Okay, this could be bad. Actually, we're not yet in the sphere of influence. I don't know what just happened, to be honest. I hope I didn't miss somebody's maneuver node or something. I don't think I would have. There we go. 56. Let's just do a burn here. We could actually probably just do the whole thing right here. Just do the burn here to get down, and then we'll worry about it. Because we're not going to be in the sun. Let's get ourselves aimed. In the correct direction. Make sure we're in sunlight. Looks like we are. Oh yeah, we're easily in sunlight. And watch the show. That is just so fun to watch. Okay. We have electric charge still, which is good. Close the alarm and unpause. It's a 709 meter per second burn. That's like 1/6 of our fuel, which is about a 30-second burn. 30, maybe 40 at the most. So, we'll go down to about 30 seconds and do a test burn. How's our electric charging? Oh, we're fine. That's fairly perfect. I'm not gonna complain too much about that. This is just to get our periapsis down, or our apoapsis, I should say, down. Kind of a scarred surface here. Not 100% sure what the terrain is going to be like, but I built these landers, as I said on the last one, for their ability to land on varied terrain, we could say. So I think I'm just gonna go for the surface and not really care that much. Eventually the periapsis and the apoapsis are going to flip around. Okay, that's not exactly what I want. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait till I'm out here a little bit, and I'm going to do another maneuver. It's going to be more like my moon landings. I'm just going to bring it down somewhere on this area. This seems pretty fine. Maybe bring it down a little bit more to land like right in this area here. Yeah, that works for me. But I'll be facing away from the sun, so I'm actually going to leave myself facing this way. Oh, God, look at all these views. How do you not take pictures of this? Oh, Jeb, everyone's got to be jealous of Jeb. If they knew. Of course, they don't, because if Jeb tells anybody, he could be killed. Not that the Kerbin government would do that to anyone, but, you know, he could be killed. Okay, we should do a landing gear check at least. Yeah, I'm going to bring it back up. Well, we are 2 minutes away from a 3-second burn, so let's just go right down to the 0 hour here. Don't really need the maneuver node anymore. just going to go for this. We're just going to go for this area right here. We're going to aim for, like, right here. That should be perfect right there. Okay, how long will it take to stop? 2,000 meters per second. That's why we brought all this Delta V. So, yeah, we're just going to land here and call it good. Yeah, and it's a 2-minute burn, so we got to start about a minute beforehand. And we got plenty of spare, so I'm not too concerned about that. Let's go ahead and get him aimed in the direction, and that should also, with any luck, get our solar panels in the sun. Direct sunlight. Yep, they're getting energy. As long as they're getting energy, I don't care. Okay. Well, we are a couple minutes from this maneuver node. Let's just get to the 3-minute warning here. Be nice to land right down there, but oh well. So let's hit F5. I'm going to go down to 45 seconds. And then I'm going to burn like I'm on fire. I don't know what that means. Our time warp is... It's not allowing time warp anymore. Okay. I'm going to go down to 50 seconds because I'm getting scared. Okay, landing gear down. Maneuver node, kill it. Are you excited? Jeb's excited. I'm excited. Chewing through fuel. As we expected to. Our surface velocity is over 1 kilometer per second, and we are less than 10 kilometers from the ground, and we're kind of heading for a bump. I am deciding now whether or not I'm going to restore my save if this fails. I'm seriously considering... Oh yeah, we're gonna crash. Oh. I am going to restore the save. Sorry, any purists out there who say you shouldn't do that. Okay, so we'll start, instead of 50 seconds before, we're going to start a minute and 30 seconds before. Oh, crap. We were under the 3-minute warning. I gotta restore again. Okay, let's try this one more time. So I guess I can just put the maneuver node there. We're gonna yeah, because we're under the 3-minute warning, because I saved right at the 3-minute warning. So we're just gonna aim retrograde, and we're gonna start burning at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay, we're burning away. Now let's get our gear back down. Aren't you glad, Jeb, that you ran a simulation of that test before you actually did it? But yeah. Okay, no big deal. Live and learn, as we say in the space biz. Oh, and I just looked up at the alarm clock, and I noticed that we're going to... The next thing isn't going to be something in the Joule system. It's going to be our Eve lander, which is kind of cool. Oh, yeah, so we're perfectly fine now. I don't know about perfectly fine, but we're a lot better off than we were. Still got 1,000 delta V, so we're fine as far as that's concerned. I'm actually going to cut off the throttle. Hit F5 again. Killing all my horizontal velocities just so I don't have to worry about it. Yeah, this is a pretty heavy planet. This is one of the harder planets to land on. I think that's my shadow right there. I can't... No, that's a speck on my monitor. I have to kind of balance using my fuel to keep from going too fast and not using up all my fuel. But we are 3,000 meters off the surface. When I get to 2, I'm going to burn all the way. Actually, no, I'm going to burn all the way now because we're going fast. And now we're at 1,000. I'm going to burn. Down to 360 liters of fuel here. Not looking forward to putting a Kethane base on this planet, that's for sure. Oh. That was a hard landing, but we survived. Okay, well, again, we're on the surface. We're safe. Let's observe the materials bay. I always could have... Well, no, I couldn't have. Transmit this for 60 science. There we go. Actually, 60 is what we got before. Yes, I'm positive. Okay, let's actually watch what this does here. See, we upload 84% and we get 52.8. But now we're out of electric charge. See, but why don't we get the other 7.2? Seems kind of weird. Yeah, the rest of those were zeros. Oh well, I'm not that concerned about it, to be honest. Okay, success. Well, tell you what, the next thing to happen is our Eve lander. I think this is a good place to end this episode. This might even end up being 2 episodes. We'll do the Eve lander. We'll do the Bop and Pole landers. Then we got the Driloho. So we got plenty of stuff to keep us going here while we're waiting for Kerbin to get back on its feet. Which it will do, I promise. We've got a space program to run. Let's tell you what. Let's head back to the Space Center. Speaking of a space program to run, the Space Center that doesn't exist. Check Jeb's notebook. We got 157 science, and we should have 120 more. 263. Yeah, see, that's not exactly 120 more. So I think we're not getting the full 60 science that we should get. But again, not a big deal. 263 is plenty of science. So I was also curious. I just want to look at this. We can't. Yeah, see, I thought that the science lab was in one of the first nodes, but apparently it's at least in a node beyond here. But we'll find out what happens when that's later. I hope you've enjoyed this. I am 5thHorseman, and I will, as always, talk at you later.